Hello everybody, it's week 46. I'm Dim Chitsanov and I'm starting a software product company. Each week I'm doing with you a status quo where I shared my tasks and progress. So the previous week was a good one. So I was able to complete a lot of stuff and now I'll be able to show you more completed demo. But let's just summarize what I have achieved. I work mainly on 4 user stories. Yes, the announcement that I tell you the previous week was that I start using the Azure DevOps, the previous team services, and here I tracked my user stories, tasks, bugs, everything. And currently I'm starting my second sprint. So this sprint will be from 21st January to 1st of February, or it will be 10 days, so 2 weeks. Yep, so today it is the first day of my new sprint. So in the previous sprint I achieved most of the stuff, and yes, I'm still learning Scrum, but definitely this helps me to organize myself. So the previous week, the most important thing maybe was that I hit one major issue, which was related to the authentication and that the token expire because I keep it in the session. So a lot of thinking, a lot of debugging. I lose 2 days on this, and at the end I end up with a solution that stores the token in the Azure SQL. Still this code is not good. Why? Because I'm using endpoint 2.0 for Azure Active Directory, and my code actually used the ADAO library, which is designed to be for endpoint 1.0. Actually, I was surprised to find what I have done in my code because, as I told you in previous calls, I learned, try what to do, how to do. I learned from scratch the authentication with Azure AD. And I did some errors in my code, some mismatching between the API and DLLs, but at the end, actually now the code works, but there is several methods that I need to replace them, but now there is no time for this, so this will be added as a separate big item, probably user story in my backlog. Anyway, so let me show you how my solution looks like. So now I'm in Dynamic CRM. What I have done is that I have added one rep resource that is part of the document manager solution, and as you see now there is one friendly message that the solution is not configured and the user should ask its administrator. So what the administrator needs to do is to go in settings and to go to the solutions. This is something very common action. Yeah. And here is my solution. It has a configuration page, and when you open it, this is the final interface. The texts are not final, but here there will be a description about document manager. And as you see, there are 3 steps that need to complete. Here the status is that there is action required, and you are not able to continue until the previous steps is completed. So now I will need to come here, and this communicates with my on-premise app, so with my provided app. This provided app checks the authentication through the AD, Azure AD, and it says that actually now the authentication is verified because I'm running this app for the second or third time. If this is run for the first time, here there will be a button about to get user consent. Once you achieve these steps, now you are able to continue. And now here there is a document location settings. You can either choose to use the default SharePoint logic or to go with custom one. And if you go with custom one, I give you additional options. But let's keep it for the default SharePoint logic. As you see, I need to add more texts and descriptions about these buttons. Let me save this, and now there is the licensing info. When you click edit, now it shows. I have currently applied a trial, so that's why we see this information here. But now you can come here and apply a product key. So this is the final interface completed from user perspective. What I need just to add is more descriptions. Here there is two additional things. Here is the summary about my document manager. So I'm very proud that I add this link here about the product roadmap, because it's important the people to see the upcoming features. So this was one approach that I choose, because just to lead them to the product backlog. And also I provide support for 24 hours, no matter what you use, trial or a paid account. And when you click here, of course you will get a mail with predefined support mail. This is something very simple. The good thing is that people can provide feedback directly from here. So there is information about this anonymous or not anonymous. So you can select here, you can say it's a perfect add-in, this button will be fixed, and when you click it, all this goes in real time to my database. So this communication works. And now our app is configured. So now the users came on their entity and refresh the page, and once they refresh the page, my add-in shows loading, and there is some things I need to fix here about this flash. So for a few seconds there was no loading indicator, and now the documents are here and you can start work with them and to check again which is this product and to provide feedback. So the users here can provide directly a feedback to me. So yeah, this is how the add-in looks like. Most of the things are completed. Yeah, this was actually the result from my work so far, plus the previous sprint. What I'll do this week, as I mentioned, I start a new sprint, so I have 2 weeks and I have product backlog that I will start executing. But in short, I will focus mainly on this control and just to improve some small things. And the second thing is from technical perspective, I'll do a logging. I'll make sure that when the user something is not working, the user has an error code so he can check it in my documentation. And just in short, testing and again testing. This is my focus this week. Something in addition, I need to learn Scrum, so I'm in a process of learning to see how to deal with not finished tasks, where to put the bugs, how to position the test cases either to be a separate story or to be assigned to current user story and so on. There is a lot to learn about Scrum, but definitely using this approach and the Visual Studio interface for this helps me. This was the status quo. Thank you for watching me. See you next time. Bye.